Pray with deep faith, knowing that God is a provider who never fails. For example, you could say something like, "Lord, you are my shepherd, my king, and I trust that you will provide for all my needs. I pray for the financial abundance I seek, as I have promised to lead me to greener pastures. Bless me, Lord, with more than enough, not only for myself, but so that I may be a blessing to others as well. Fill my life and my bank account until it overflows." Speak from your heart, because your personal connection with God is what matters. Don't worry about the exact words. What matters is your faith and sincerity. Once you have prayed, write your request on a piece of paper. When I heard this, I immediately thought of you. I know you've been searching for something more in your life, something that could change everything in a significant way. We all want financial freedom, yes, but more than that, we want security. We want to know that we are taken care of, that things are moving in our favor, and that we are on the right path. That's why this story hit me so deeply. It's not just about the $5 million. It's about faith and trust. It's about putting aside the doubt that prevents us from receiving what it really means to us. The story is not just about material wealth, but it is about the energy behind it. It is about believing that the universe has infinite abundance for those who trust and believe. I can't help but wonder, what if more people knew about this? How often do we hear stories like this and dismiss them because they seem out of reach? But what if it's not out of reach? What if the key is to believe that we deserve more, that we are capable of receiving more, and that God truly has the power to bless us beyond our imagination? This story serves as a powerful reminder that we are not meant to live in constant struggle. We are meant to experience joy, abundance, and peace. And sometimes the key to unlocking all of that is right in front of us, in the simple words we've known all along, and in the faith we've carried deep within our hearts. As you read this, I want you to take a moment and imagine what it would feel like to release worry and open yourself to the possibility that something amazing is waiting for you. The breakthrough you've been searching for, whether it's finance. Your prayers are heard, and the blessings you've been longing for could be waiting around the corner. So let's dive into it. You'll want to hear every detail, because this could change everything for you, like it did for me. In a world gripped by uncertainty and fear, nations stand on the precipice of conflict, with the looming threat of war and invasion casting a shadow over every corner of the world. Mirjana's vision, however, offered a glimpse of a deeper truth, one that transcends the immediate dangers of earthly affairs. As he gazed at the sky, his vision developed into a series of inexplicable astronomical events. Eclipses, stars, and strange lights, phenomena that defied any scientific explanation. The voice he heard spoke directly to humanity. Look to the sky, because there you will find the signs of my return. My messengers will be eclipses, shooting stars, and enigmatic lights. Do not be afraid. However, the preparation for the judgment is almost here. These signs in the heavens were not random occurrences. They were divine messages, meant to remind humanity of the presence of God and the importance of maintaining faith amidst the overwhelming challenges ahead. The voice continued, describing a time of profound purification, a period of great suffering and difficulty. Diseases would spread, conflicts would increase, and natural disasters would ravage the earth, pushing humanity to its breaking point. But out of this suffering would emerge a new dawn, a renewed world, and a time of peace and spiritual restoration. This period of suffering, although agonizing, was not without purpose. It would serve as a spiritual rebirth for humanity, and only those who were pure of heart and firm in their faith would survive to usher the world into a new era. The purification process, although painful, was essential to create a more faithful, humble, and spiritually aware. Mirjana saw a bright, and intensely powerful light at the conclusion of her vision, a symbol of God's promise to the world. The voice declared, "The light will return after the dark time, and my dominion will be established on the earth. Be firm, be prepared, and never give up." This promise of a coming light, a new era of peace and spiritual growth, offered hope to those who remained faithful. The vision was clear. While the judgments would be immense, there was a divine assurance that those who endured would witness the triumph of God's light and love. Mirjana, overwhelmed but determined, knew she had to share this message with the world. She confided in the priests of Medjugorje, and soon after, the prophecy began to spread. The reactions varied. Some embraced the message with open hearts, while others hesitated, uncertain of its truth. As the months passed, anxiety and anticipation built. People watched the skies for signs, followed every political and military development, and anxiously tracked the Pope's health. The devotees gathered in the churches, praying for strength and guidance to endure the judgments preached. Among them, Carlo Acutis became a symbol of hope, his example of faith and perseverance serving as a beacon for those in need of spiritual fortification. Then came the expected news. The Pope was seriously ill. The world held its breath as his condition worsened, and fear swept the faithful. At the same time, international tensions reached a boiling point. Rumors of war grew, and the threat of invasion seemed imminent. The prophecy Mirjana had shared with the world seemed to unfold before her very eyes. In the face of this uncertainty, the message remains clear. The path forward requires unwavering faith, vigilance, and preparation. The trials may be severe, but there is an undeniable promise of divine light that will emerge, leading the faithful into a renewed world. Those who remain steadfast in their belief will be the ones to guide humanity through this storm and into the peace that follows. Now is the time to prepare, spiritually, mentally, and physically, for what lies ahead. God's promise is unbreakable. Out of darkness, His light will shine brighter than ever. If you are looking for a breakthrough in your life, especially your finances, here is a powerful practice that can bring real change. Start by asking God to bless you with exactly what you need. Pray with deep faith, knowing that God is a provider who never fails. For example, you could say something like, "Lord, you are my shepherd, my king, and I trust that you will provide for all my needs. I pray for the financial abundance I seek, as I have promised to lead me to greener pastures. Bless me, Lord, with more than enough, not only for myself, but so that I may be a blessing to others as well. Fill my life and my bank account until it overflows." Speak from your heart, because your personal connection with God is what matters. Don't worry about the exact words. What matters is your faith and sincerity. Once you have prayed, write your request on a piece of paper and place it in sunlight for a full week. If you start your prayer on a Tuesday, remove the newspaper the following Tuesday after 7 days. Each week, repeat the process with a new prayer and request. While the paper is in the sun, express gratitude to God for what you have already asked for. Gratitude is a crucial part of faith. It shows that you truly believe God will provide. As you continue this weekly practice, you will begin to see financial blessings flow into your life. It may not happen right away, but with consistent faith and trust, you will begin to notice money coming from unexpected places. After each week, burn the paper and create a new one for the following week. This simple practice has brought real financial transformation to many lives, and I believe it can work for you too, if you follow it with faith. God's word is a covenant, and He never breaks His promises. As you continue this weekly prayer, you will find yourself moving from a place of lack to one of abundance. Soon you will no longer need to borrow or beg, but will live in a state of overflow, with blessings coming from all directions. Remember, God's word is powerful, and when you trust Him, He will make a way for you. Faith is not about a random chance. It is about believing in something bigger than yourself and having the courage to step forward with that belief. There is a remarkable story about someone who received a $5 million blessing after placing his name in Psalm 23 for just 5 days. While this is a story about money, it is also about believing that you deserve abundance and knowing that your faith can open doors to miracles. Whether you are praying for financial relief, peace of mind, or any other blessing, this practice invites a flow of abundance into your life. Take that leap of faith, no matter how big or small, and watch as things begin to change. And if this story has inspired you, please share it with a friend or family member who may need encouragement. You never know who might benefit from hearing it. Thank you for being here and staying open to the possibilities. If this message resonated with you, be sure to stay tuned for more stories of faith and abundance.